So I'm back with another video, and this time I want to get into what TikTok had to say about the unfolding drama between Halle Bailey and DDG. So as you can imagine, the men's are coming for her. I have included some videos from the men's point of view and what they had to say, but let me know what you think in the comments. What is your take on this situation between Halle Bailey and DDG? Obviously, DDG is trying to get his get back, and this is why, ladies, I promote so heavily to protect yourself, protect your wounds. This is a classic example of why you need to practice that. And if you haven't listened to my videos before, then go ahead, because it's all about this similar topic. But let's get right into it and hear what TikTok had to say about this situation.
Now, Ike Turner, you know you got some nerve trying to make Halle seem like she the crazy one. Now, TMZ just reported that DDG recently filed a stop motion to stop Halle from taking baby Halo out the country, and he listed it as she's a risk to herself and their infant. Now, according to the article, it stated that DDG had filed an emergency motion to stop Halle from taking their infant son out of the country and claiming that she possessed an imminent emotional and psychological risk to their child. And this is because Halle is shooting a film in Italy and she needed to be there on Saturday, so he put the stop motion in today. Now, in his complaint, he goes on to say that the court shouldn't allow this because Halle isn't mentally healthy enough to care for herself and the child, which is crazy. Which is crazy. He continues and says he's worried about what she might do if she leaves the country or the court's jurisdiction. DDG provided examples of an alleged conduct that he thinks is troubling, claiming that Halle once took his pew pew and left the house without telling him. What? He says that ultimately that he had found her outside holding it, and this all occurred while she was pregnant. He also claimed that she wanted an abortion, which she should have had, if this isn't a warning to some of y'all out there. I'm just going to pause for dramatic effect. He says that she ultimately changed her mind. She should not have changed her mind. Now, in this image above, which I'm just going to redact with the top of my head, he shows an image of a gash, and he stated that this happened at an altercation in his car. Now, in the complaint, DDG alleges that she had become increasingly agitated and jumped from the back seat and hit him, and her momentum carried her forward, and she smashed her head into the steering wheel. Now, the biggest claim of them all is that he's actually alleging that she's the aggressor in their entire relationship, that she's the aggressor, and that he is on the receiving end of her agitation, aggression, mental instability. Nobody believes that. Nobody believes that, and I feel so bad for her because she should have had an abortion. But we all know that these type of men trap women, so you don't know the psychological abuse that he might have put her under for her to keep that child, or spiritual psychological abuse. I don't know what their religious background is, but a lot of people use spirituality to force you to keep children. And this is why it's so important for women to get on the internet and share their experiences so other women can see this, because it is 2025 and we still have to go and do this baby mama culture with these very toxic men who trap very successful women. So if this isn't a prime example that y'all should wake up and have that abortion, I don't know what else is.
I usually mind my business, y'all, but DDG has filed an emergency request for full custody of Halo, stating that Halle Bailey is suicidal and she's abusive. Also stating she put air tags in his belongings, stalking him, as well as abusing him. He has photos, witness statements, and some more. And he is not fucking around. Oh my gosh. I knew it was more to this story. When that boy said it's in Halle's best interest that we don't go to court, I'm really trying to do this for Halle. I'm trying to be patient with Halle. But he also stated that when they were together, she wanted to abort Halo. She wanted to abort Halo, and said if they didn't get back together, she would abort their child. He said he didn't want to be with her anymore because she was extremely violent, bro. He said Halle is violent. He don't want to communicate with her. He wants third-party communication. He wants them to communicate through a text app, like through the government. He don't want to meet up with her. He don't want to see her. He want her to be in his son's life. Yes, but he said he's not doing these games that she's playing, bro. And he wants full custody because she is not mentally okay. And the fact that she's unstable, he said that she don't need to be with Halo all the time. This is some shit. This shit is getting way too more. This is way too much. This is way too much. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I'm not happy to see them going through this shit, bro. I'm really not happy to see them going through this shit. But I just knew, the way Halle told her story, I just knew, it's more to this shit than just DDG just, it don't make sense, bro. And I said this shit. DDG was coming on stream bandaged up. This man has photo and video evidence of her abuse. It's not looking too good for Halle Bailey right now, y'all. But I told y'all, you cannot believe everything just because a woman tell you that shit, bro. You can't just believe it just because she a woman. Some women are crazy. And the fact that you putting air tags and all this other crazy shit, oh, that let me know right there, you crazy. You didn't even want Halo, but you gonna hold Halo hostage. Yeah, now I really believe this nigga. I really believe this nigga, bro.
Who is behind DDG's legal team? Who is behind him? Only because me reading them text messages, I don't know, it doesn't give that she's suicidal and she wants to just off herself and she's not mentally stable. What it gave is you're a narcissist and you like to manipulate the situation. Because me reading those text messages, Halle was hurt. It was given this is her first heartbreak. And I don't know if y'all used to watch her on YouTube with her sister. They were very nurtured as kids and things like that. So I really do think DDG was her first love, seriously. And she obviously loved him. And the fact that you're trying to bring up that she was suicidal on Mother's Day only because she wanted to spend time with you. She wanted to be celebrated as a mother and you disappeared. You weren't answering your phone. You left her alone. Postpartum depression is real. And I don't know about y'all, but me even reading those messages of her even being mad at him, it wasn't even giving that she was the aggressor. She's just trying to find answers. And she genuinely cannot believe that you was treating her like that. The fact that she even brought up, all you care about is being famous and having money. And she actually told you, I don't think you are capable of even giving me the affection or love that I'm seeking for. The fact that you're trying to turn that into something else is just crazy. Him and his team and his family. My thing is, take accountability. I genuinely feel bad for Halle just because you can tell this really messed her up. Because it's just you're proving the people wrong. People are already saying that she was too good for him. He's gonna do this, that, and the third. He's trapping her. And it's just it's giving that you did try and trap her. And the fact that you're saying she tried to do an abortion behind your back. First of all, my body, my choice. Second of all, that just further concludes that maybe she's right. You do only care about fame and money. And you knew that this baby was just gonna keep her next to you. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't, this is my opinion. To me, it just seemed like putting out these messages just made him look worse. It actually did the opposite that they thought it was going to do.
Now, more text messages have come out, y'all. This is a picture of DDG's fist, his thumb, alleging that this is how Halle chipped her tooth. Now, they're not saying, I think she may have allegedly bit him or something. On top of that, the text messages that have come out with DDG saying Halle took his pew-pew and left the house. She left. Gone. He still had Halo. He asked her to come back before he called the police if she doesn't come back. And then a bunch of text messages skipped over and we didn't see any replies. The next one is with her saying she has a knife and she's calling him because she needs help. And then there's something about a cat collar. This was in 2022. You're going really far back. Y'all playing a dangerous game. Shit is getting ugly. I still don't think he may get that motion. I still think that motion may be denied. Fuck. This is ugly. Ugly.
Imagine somebody stabbing you and social media is asking if the person who stabbed you is okay. That's what's going on with Halle right now. Because like I told y'all what's going to happen, Social media is now seeing DDG as the bad guy for releasing all the messages between him and Halle. They're saying she's justified in trying to end it all with the kid, even end DDG, harming him due to the fact of postpartum. Literally, all of them keep saying all her actions are normal due to postpartum, and DDG did not do a good enough job as a father of Halo in trying to help her get over this. You guys do know a lot of those messages are before she ever was pregnant with Halo. She had trackers hidden in this man's stuff in his baby's bag in order to follow him around and know where he is. When they were broken up, she threatened ending it all because she thought that DDG was out with Lala crushing in Mexico. She threatened to get rid of baby Halo because DDG did not want to be with her anymore because of her manipulative ways. But somehow you guys are saying that she is no way in the wrong in this situation. Social media is purely based off emotion, not common sense. We don't use logic at all. It's just purely based off emotion. I 100% believe that now. No matter what, dude, you're gonna lose the case regardless, bro. It is what it is.
Bailey had the worst possible reaction to getting cheated on. I dated a few women like her back in my day. Word for word, bar for bar. Oh, I'm unaliving. This is my son. Raise him with her. See, bro, they be obsessed over. Now, mind you, I've never cheated, right? But like in a situation with someone like that, they be obsessed over any other woman. Like after DDG was like, "Yo, chill," she's like, "You put your meat inside her in Mexico." Like, why are they like that? It's like, why are you bringing attention to the thing that you don't like? Like, why are you describing in vivid detail the thing that's hurting you so much? Like, literally, girl I talked to was like, you put your meat inside of her. You asked her where she wanted you to finish. You finished inside of her. Oh, it slipped out and you put it back in. I'm like, why are you giving like a play-by-play? Like, why in your mind are you trying as hard as you can to imagine what happened? Like, some people truly don't want to be happy, okay? But anyways, as for like these messages, yeah, bro, that doesn't look good. Like a child being in your care where you're saying things like this is not a good look. Apparently there's that picture like she came at him with a knife or something. Yeah, not good stuff. But I will say this doesn't exactly disprove anything that she said about him. It shows that, you know, at the very least, she also has some stuff going on. However, I really don't like the narrative about it that I've been seeing online. People are like looking at this reaction, these allegations are like, oh, well, it's because he did this, because he did this, because he did this. If he were to file the initial restraining order against her and then she were to come out with new information and be like, oh, well, he's like this, no one would be saying any of that. Need to stop this notion that women can't be held accountable for their actions and it's always a man's fault. And look, I know it's easy for me to say that as a man. I don't just mean as like, oh, it's not a man's fault. I mean like people should take responsibility for their own actions. Especially like leaving the house with a knife, or wait, no, it was actually the other thing. The child saying like these extremely troubling things when you have your child with you. Y'all are just like, oh no, like it's just react, like no, bro, like that's not okay. It's like everyone's so stuck on a side and we turned it into a gender thing that people feel like they have to pick a side. We're not gonna lie, it looks bad for both of them right now. So I don't know when the court case is, bro, but when that court case happens, it's gonna be quite interesting. If someone's mad about this take, bro, you can go back and you can look at my original DDG video. I said the same exact thing that I said about Halle in this video. I was like, hey, bro, this is not a good sign. Does not look good for DDG. Not when those men that jump to the conclusion of Halle lying. The same way I'm not jumping to the conclusion of DDG lying or doctoring any sort of form. Now I'm taking both victims' word, okay? I'm actually handling it the right way. Yeah, bro, I withhold true judgment until I see what they're on. Oh yeah, and the whole like the threatening, like if they don't get back together, she's gonna, you know, do unspeakable things. Oh yeah, that's not good, not good. Oh, and I just found out that the motion to get the order for DDG was denied. And I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, see, the judge thinks he's lying. That is not like a guarantee. Honestly, I think the more likely thing, because he didn't provide much less evidence than she did, to be honest. At least from what we've seen publicly. I think it's a lot more likely that the judge couldn't deem that she was a danger to the child and more of a danger to the child than him. Like, I think that's what that's about. Like, I don't think the order failing is like, oh, I think you're lying. Like, I think it's just like, I think the child is safe with her. I could be wrong, okay? I could be completely wrong, but I think that's what that's about.
So, after listening to all of that, Ebony's, my ladies, what is your take on this whole situation? Are you taking sides? Are you staying neutral? Do you think Halle was right in getting the restraining order on this guy first? Or do you think DDG was right and there's some truth to it? Or do you think there's probably truth to both? Let me know in the comment below. And like I said, ladies, at the beginning, protect yourselves, protect your wombs. You are special. You are sacred. And by doing that, you can prevent situations like this. I know many, many women who have gone through similar situations. The only difference is they're not famous, they're not celebrities. But unfortunately, Black women, I know that you've gone through it, we've gone through it time and time again, and it's time to end these curses. It's time to break the mold and step out of the stereotypical thing that people expect us as Black women to be. Let's do better for ourselves. And hopefully Halle can learn from this situation, and I guarantee you that she will definitely learn from it. It's not the end for her. She's going to go on to be successful. She's an actress. She's doing well. She will find love, probably get married to someone completely opposite to DDG. And she'll probably be another Sierra, you know, that story where she was with Future, ended up getting married to Russell. I really hope that that can be Halle, and I can see that happening. So many people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this happened to Halle and she's so much better than this. And maybe she was so much better than this, but it's not the end of her. Her life still continues. She's still young. Her baby is still young. She still has a lot of life to live, a lot of lessons to learn. So if anything, the main thing that she can do is turn all of this pain through healing, and it takes time, but turn all of this pain into her power. And that is exactly why I created my ebook, Turning Pain into Power. Turn your pain into power, ladies, especially for situations like this, dealing with a toxic ex, dealing with toxic relationships. I'm going to help you to heal yourself, heal your mind, shift your mindset in a minimum of 7 days. I've done it, so I know that you Ebonies, I know that you can do it too. So check out that information in the description box below, and I'll see you in another one.